Hi, this review is for the Herotab MID816, purchased from MerryMobiles.com. This review is being performed with the latest firmware update, which was released on 1/6/2011. You can find that firmware on Merry Mobile's website or on the Slate Droid forum, and also there's a video with instructions on how to install it. Now with this firmware update, you'll get Android Marketplace, 360-degree rotation. It fixes the speaker/headset bug, whereas when both were playing at the same time, now it's one or the other. And there are some also features in the settings. So let's get started. We're going to start with the 360-degree rotation. So I'm going to slide over here and just pull up YouTube. And we'll rotate 1, rotate 2, rotate 3, and 4. Back around. So full 360. Then I'll also show you the headset. Here we go. Turn that on. So I got volume coming out. Plug in the headset. Volume stops. Remove the headset. Volume returns. So that's good. Now I've been asked a lot about the TV out features of the device. So I'm going to actually do this review using the TV out features. We're going to plug this in here, and voila. This is being done in 720p. That's what this TV supports. It also is the best for performance-wise. It is capable of 1080p. I haven't done too many tests. Again, need 1080p to do that. So let's go ahead and start. Now if we go in here, see we've got the Android Marketplace, which is great. Now you can download any programs you want that are available in the Marketplace. And you can check out games. We can go to all games. I always prefer the top free. You can almost always find a free version of whatever game you're looking at paid a lot of times, or in particular in apps. You can see Angry Birds is on top. We've got that installed. We'll test that in a little bit. So that's the Android Marketplace. You'll also notice there are some additional features in the settings. Under wireless networks, there's now a mobile networks settings control. And there's a little bit more controls on the Ethernet. And we've got some under privacy. There's now a backup my data option, which wasn't there previously. And you can also, because we have Android Marketplace, you can download your text-to-speech if you prefer. So that's the information there. And just so you know, device information, and the updated Android version, kernels, and with the outputs to TV, it is cutting it off just a little bit on the top and bottom, but not enough to hinder performance. One also cool feature that the firmware provided that nobody really knew or expected, it added some buttons up here to the top. You'll see there's volume controls. There's a menu button, and there's a back button. So that's always handy if you don't want to use the side buttons there. So let's go ahead and do some performance tests here. I'm going to just open up Rock Player. We'll just open up a little, oh, actually hardware doesn't work on that one. This is an AVI file. You can do it in software coding mode. And there's the stats on it. You see it outputs pretty well. There's no real stuttering. Everything's being output. So that's cool. And we've also got some other apps here. Now another great feature of the firmware update is that it allows access to the screen calibration, which previously we couldn't get to. To do that, you just hold down the menu button for about 10 seconds. And it pops up the screen. You have the little plus marks. I'm going to use the stylus just because it makes it more accurate. So we just tap and hold, tap and hold. Got at the bottom there. That one. And voila, the screen's calibrated. And I also had some questions on screen shake, and I've had no issue. I mean, I can hold the icon, I can move it around, and it'll move to the trash. Now let's slide over here, and I'll just also show you the screen test. So using the stylus, I would call that fairly accurate. Just use my finger. There you go. And we'll go back. And I've also been asked about some games and some benchmarks. One benchmark we've got here is Ninamark. So we'll just let this run real quick. Minimark actually ran a 42 on that one. I've gotten up to 48 or so with it outputted to TV. I've gotten up to 50 with it not outputted to the TV. So that's Ninamark. And there's some other benchmark utilities. You can see the performance of those on the Slate Droid forum. Got the Dolphin browser. So if you want to browse the web while you're on the system here, you have that option. Bookmarks. I haven't added the Slate Droid back over here. We'll just go to Amazon. And it's the full Amazon site. Everything's on display there. And I was using the Dolphin browser HD. Home button here. I've also been asked to review some games and show how well they work, and might as well use this out to the TV. We'll start with everyone's favorite, good old Angry Birds, which we've got here. And loads up fast. So you can see Angry Birds works just fine. No issues there, plays great. And exit out. Now in terms of a bit more heavy aspect and graphic use, I've got a game on here called Heavy Gunner. Here. This will take just a second to load. Now in games there are some issues with the gravity sensor in motion sensing games. It seems to be off, and I've asked Mary Mobiles to contact the manufacturer to see if we can get that resolved. And you'll see it in this game particularly. We're just going to go to challenge, survival, and start. Okay. Now see, it's going to on its own just start going crazy. So what we can do, we can hit the menu, we can hit Calibrate. That at least kind of helps, but you'll see when I try to grab it and do things, it's a little hard to control. Let's turn around though here. Let's show some bad guys. And you get the concept there. So it makes it a little hard to use, actually mostly unusable at this time. But hopefully a firmware update we can get that resolved. And let's also show you one more game here. Super KO boxing. Go ahead and play. By Blue Mobile. There you have it. Games work just fine. It's great seeing them outputted to the TV. And that's the unit. So this firmware update has really provided a lot of added value, particularly the Android marketplace, the 360 rotation. I think there's more good things to come, and continue following us on Slate Droid and also Mary Mobiles. Try to keep up-to-date information. We've got a good community going, and hope to see you there.